Nintendo Switch Lite. In the process of changing the shell and the thumbsticks, customer accidentally broke some things on the inside, so we'll need to get this one apart, take a look, and see what we're dealing with. Go from there. We have the board out of the housing, and as you can see, here's our problem. The daughter board FPC lid was broken off. Unfortunately, if you break off the plastic lid off these type of connectors on the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch Lite, you are screwed. You're going to have to replace that connector. There's really not a good way of repairing that lid. We will be replacing that connector. In order to do that, I must set up my equipment. And while I set up my equipment, let me throw up my expected temperatures for this job. These temperatures are brought to you by the associate links in the description. If you go to my video description and click on one of these links and buy any of this equipment, a small portion of that purchase will go to supporting the channel. And I greatly appreciate you. It won't cost you an extra dime. For your orientation purposes, we'll be working on side B in this area. Apologies, there won't be a hand cam for this. I am currently hanging the board off the bench so that I can get under it and flow this connector off. There are other delicate connectors on this side near this connector that we don't want to burn up. Add a little bit of flux, get things flowing. And unfortunately, this is one of those trip up points when you're messing with switches and doing like shell swaps and things of that nature. These connectors can be quite fiddly, and there isn't a whole lot of margin for error. You come in below. We'll just be pretty patient about this. Okay, removed. Apologies, I don't know where it happened that I ran out of drive space, so I had to clear out some old files. We're still trying to align this connector as close as possible. I'd say that's pretty close. One little breath can knock things off of it when you're dealing with stuff this small. Drain the sauce. Seeing some wetting. Okay, waiting for it to dry. Nudge a little bit. Okay, seems pretty solid. We'll raise the lid. Have a look at those pins. Okay, this side looks really good. And that too looks really good. Excellent. Now we need to get it back together, test it, and go from there. Before we proceed too much further, let's just confirm our switch is working, or at least booting up. We are watching PSU channel 1. We're activating with the OEM charger. If you're trying to build one of these, the OEM charger is necessary. And it appears we are booting up. Excellent. Okay, we are back together. We are ready for a test. We're just going to use the OEM to prompt. And hopefully we get a picture. But that is not a good sign. I really hate this part of the whole customization thing because there's variables. We'll have to shut it back down and take a look and see if our ribbon is an issue. I hope you're getting value out of this video. Just a reminder, if you find you're not ready to tackle this, I do offer these services, both locally and mail-in. Just head over to micromage.repair, click free quote, fill out the form, and I'll get back to you personally. If you mention this video, I'll give you 10% off on your repair. I went to plug in the ribbon on this side because it was a little ajar, and that just decided to pop right off. So now we got to do another connector. For your orientation purposes, we'll be working on side A on the daughter board. Okay, same routine. We'll flux this up lightly. Remove the old connector. Put another one on. Same temperature and everything. Reflowing from the bottom because again there are delicate connectors on the top. Okay, grab our new connector, get it aligned, plug in, and sink into place, overheat, let everything dry. Next test, split our lid, and then we'll take a look and see how we did. This side looks really good, and that looks excellent. So we didn't want to do the extra connector, but it went flawlessly, so, well, at least so far. Let's put it back in and see if plugging the ribbon in completely with a lid helps. See if we still have a problem. We're going to activate with the OEM. Ah, there's that battery symbol we wanted to see. Excellent. More work than we intended, but good. And as you can see, we're drawing 15 volts and we are charging. Fan spin. Excellent. We'll put it back together and let the client know. If you got value out of this video, I think you'll get value out of this one, and I'll see you there. Until then, have a blessed day.